Hi all, welcome to BIS Academy. Let's start with Science and Technology audio notes for prelims and mains. Unit 2, Part 2, Chapter Big Data. So today we're going to cover about big data. So what is big data? Data science and data analytics, characteristics of big data, types of big data, applications of big data, and India's potential in big data, and the initiative started by Government of India, that is Big Data Initiative, and then what are the challenges and constraints coming to big data. So let's start our chapter. So now let's go to what is big data. There is a huge amount of structured and unstructured data generated every second in the contemporary world which we live in at the moment. The data is being generated from a variety of sources which cannot be processed by traditional computational applications. Those things constitute big data. Today, big data is considered as a great opportunity as it can be analyzed with new set of analytical softwares. It provides tremendous applications in the areas of e-commerce, health, governance, education, military, etc. It also brings with it the security issues, if not properly addressed, can lead to security concerns. So this is the challenge. Okay, what is data science and data analytics then? Data science is a multidisciplinary field that combines data inference, development, and technology in order to solve analytically complex problems. The data science ultimately uses enormously growing data in many creative ways. Simply put, data science is a multidisciplinary field which combines data inference, development, and technology mainly to solve a complex problem. That how do they solve it? They solve it analytically by using the big data. Next is data analytics. It's a part of data science and is a process of examining the big data to draw conclusions about the information they contain with the aid of specialized systems and software. Analytics, it's the keyword. Data analytics means analyzing to come to a conclusion of the information given or the information contained by using a specialized systems and software. So that is data analytics. So what are the characteristics of a big data then? Big data has three major characteristics. One is volume, velocity, variety. That is, remember, three V's. V cubed. Let's say we can remember as V cubed. That is volume, velocity, and variety. Now let's look at the volume of big data. Big data is being generated at an unprecedented level, as we all know. For every second, billions of gigabytes of data are generated in the present world. Based on the predictions of International Data Corporation, volume is expected to grow exponentially from 4.4 zettabytes to 44 zettabytes. From where? From 4.4 zettabytes to 44 zettabytes. The next characteristic is velocity. The phenomena of globalization and digitalization are generating data at a very fast rate. The amount of data generated from the beginning to 2003 is equal to 5 billion gigabytes. The same data being generated for every 2 days in 2011 and for every 10 minutes in 2013. So for example, if 5 billion data is being produced per an year over a year in 2003, the 5 billion data is produced in 2 days in 2011, and the same 5 billion data is being produced in 10 minutes. How many? 10 minutes in 2013. By 2020, every human will generate 1.7 MB of data each and every second. Third characteristic is variety. Big data are generated from a variety of resources in different forms like video, audio, text, etc. There are many sources of big data which include social media, financial transactions, stock exchange, education, health, governance, legislation, etc. So now what about various types of big data? Based on the source, big data can be classified into different types. There are around 7 types. One is stock exchange data, social media data, as we all know. Most of us produce social media data. Next is black box data, Fourth one is government data. Fifth is power grid data. Seventh is healthcare data. Okay, let's look at what is stock exchange data. The numerous data accumulated due to continuous trading worldwide on various stock exchange continued stock exchange data. This type of data mainly includes the volumes of buying and trading in 1 second time of frame. New York Stock Exchange generates 1 terabyte of data per day. Okay, now let's go to the second one, that is social media data. The data generated on various social media platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, YouTube, and other social media platforms is social media data. Statistics show that 500 terabytes new data gets ingested into the database of Facebook every day. This data are mainly generated in the terms of photos, videos uploaded as well as messages, exchanges, and comments. Third is black box data. You might have heard about black box, right? So the data recorded in the black box of helicopter, yes, planes, jet planes, constitute the black box data. The data which is generated in a black box of a helicopter or a jet plane or a plane constitute the black box data. Search data includes recordings of voices of flight crew, aircraft management, recordings of microphones. The next important one is the government data. All over the world, governments of many countries continuously generating data of their citizens with the help of which helps in designing better programs and at the same time identify the right beneficiary. In India, we have Aadhaar. The government data also includes a variety of legislations made in the parliament. Aadhaar data of Indian citizens definitely required data analytics in order to mine it properly for various applications. In fact, India's Aadhaar is considered as the world's biggest government database. The next is power grid data. The information on the usage of electricity at the base stations constitute power grid data. Sixth one is search engine data. We all search in Google, Bing on a daily basis, and some are even hooked to the screens for long hours. Okay, what is this search engine data? The huge amount of data obtained from millions of servers and databases through the search engine like Google constitutes the Google search engine data. Seventh one is healthcare data. It includes health information from every individual like his condition, laboratory values, prescription data, surgery data, etc. The health big data even includes database of super specialty hospitals with increasing prognosis and diagnosis. Diagnostic labs are also generating use of huge amount of such data. Now let's look at what are the applications of big data. What are the applications? Think the big data analytics is emerging as a big opportunity for growth not only in India but also all over the world. There are very many real life applications of big data apart from the uses in various industries. The marketing agencies can promote the product of various companies based on the big data generated from social media platforms. The big data has a great role to play in health sector, as such data helps the physicians to keep a track of the history of the patients by linking patient history from a variety of sources. It also has a vital role in scientific research as data analytics help us analyze the best quantities of information generated during major experiments. For example, the Large Hadron Collider experiment to identify the existence of God particle or the Higgs boson is estimated to have 30 petabytes of information. It required 65,000 processors to analyze such information. In addition, thousands of computers in more than 150 data centers had to analyze this information. The big data can also help us in regularly analyzing the trends that terrorists can follow. For example, National Security Agency of USA is using big data analytics to continuously analyze emails, social media data, and to identify possible attacks. The big data has a potential use in building smart cities. It can help in forecasting traffic jams before they can occur, regulating the energy consumption in cities, identifying the levels of pollution. Further, Big data has tremendous applications in the area of industrial promotion, governance, agriculture, weather forecasting, and disaster predictions. So now look at the potential. India's potential in analytics industry. As per NASSCOM, India's analytics industry is expected to grow eightfold to touch 16 billion by 2025 from the current 2 billion. So currently it is at 2 billion. By 2025 it will touch 16 billion as per NASSCOM. Currently India is one of the top 10 destinations for analytics. NASSCOM expects India to be among the top 3 by 2025, having 32% share of the global market. NASSCOM is building a multi-pronged strategy that encompasses skill development through building platforms to realize the vision. There are 600 analytical firms in India, of which approximately 400 are startups. There are currently 90,000 analytics professionals in India, which is a good number, but it has to grow. There is huge potential. Young generation, coming generation should more fully focus on the analytics as well. It will help in bureaucratic administration as well. So there are 90,000 analytics professionals who are working in marketing, human resource management, security, IT, healthcare, etc. So now let's look at the initiatives of Government of India or the objectives of Big Data Initiative. The data whose scale, diversity and complexity require new architecture, techniques, algorithms and analytics to manage it and to extract value and hidden knowledge from its big data. This is, as we discussed, the big data is characterized by volume, variety, structured and unstructured data and velocity and the veracity as well. Of the total amount of data that is available today, more than 90% has been generated in very recent years. Big data analytics covers a wide family of problems mainly arising in the context of database, data warehousing, data mining. Analytics research is intended to develop complex procedures running over a large scale, which are enormous in size and with the objective of extracting useful information hidden in such repositories. India is generating huge amount of big data in the areas of astrophysics, material science, computational biology, bioinformatics, statistics, geosciences, forestry, climate change, medicine, apart from education and social media sectors. From where is India generating huge amount of big data? Not only social media, from astrophysics, material science, computational biology, bioinformatics, statistics, geoscience, forestry, climate change, medicine, education. Hence, there is a need to develop data analytics industry within the country. Right. With this objective, the Government of India has started Big Data Initiative, in short BDI. Let's look at the objectives of Big Data Initiative. There are around 5 objectives. Number 1 is to promote and foster big data science, technology and applications in the country, and to develop core generic technologies, tools, algorithms for wider applications in government sector. The second objective is to understand the present status of the industry in terms of market size, different players providing services across the sector, opportunities, SWOT of industries. SWOT is an analysis, SWOT. It stands for S for strength, W for weakness, O for opportunity, T for threat. You can use this in your daily life or in your preparation strategy as well. You can mark the areas where you're strong, where you're weak, where you need to focus on, that is opportunity, and threats. Yes, if you don't focus, you might lose that, you might not study that subject, or you might not gain the knowledge, or external forces might step in. So the same formula is applied for industries, organizations, governments, policies, everywhere. Okay, so let's come back to the topic. So the second objective is to understand the present status of the industry in terms of market size and the different players providing services across sectors, opportunities, SWOT of industries, policy framework, and we've presented the skill levels. The third objective is to carry out market landscape survey. Why? To assess the future opportunities and demands for skill level in the next 10 years. Fourth objective is to carry out gap analysis in terms of skill levels and policy framework. Fifth is to evolve a strategic roadmap and a micro level action plan clearly defining the roles of various stakeholders, like roles of government, roles of industry, roles of academia, and roles of industry associations and others, with clear timelines and the outcome for the next 10 years. Okay. Now let's look at the challenges and constraints of big data in India. There is number one, the IT challenge. The most important challenge is the creation of enormous storage and faster computational power. Now let's look at the second challenge, the computer science challenge. This challenge involved areas of algorithm design, visualization, scalability, machine learning, graph analysis, streamlining of data, text mining, architectures, data dimension reduction and implementation. The third challenge is the challenge of mathematical science. It involves statistics, optimization, uncertainty quantification, model development, and other systems theories. The fourth challenge is multidisciplinary approach. Contextual problem solving is possible only when following a multidisciplinary approach among various branches of science and engineering, as well as different stakeholders including academia, researchers, government, industry. Okay, let's recap what we have discussed till now. So we have started with big data, and we have started understanding what is big data. So there is huge amount of structured and unstructured data generated every second in contemporary world from a variety of sources which cannot be processed by traditional computational applications. So data, a huge data which cannot be processed by traditional computer applications or computational applications constitutes big data. Okay, so it provides a great opportunity as it can be analyzed with a new set of analytical softwares. It provides tremendous applications in the area of e-commerce, health, governance, education, military, etc. After that, we have seen what is data science and data analytics. Data science is a multidisciplinary field. It combines data inference, development, and technology in order to solve analytically complex problems. So simply put, data science uses enormously growing data in many creative ways. Data analytics, it's a part of data science, and it's a process of examining the big data to draw conclusions about the information they contain with the aid of special systems and software. So we have seen the characteristics of the big data. What are it? It has volume, velocity, variety. Volume currently it is expected as per International Data Corporation, 4.4 zettabytes are being produced, and it might shoot up to 44 zettabytes. And velocity, as I gave you an example, in 2003 5 billion GB used to be produced. The same 5 billion gigabytes of data is being produced every 2 days in 2011. Coming to 2013, the same 5 billion gigabytes of data is being produced in 10 minutes. So on an average, a human being will generate 1.7 MB of data each second. The third characteristic is variety. Like we produce different forms of variety: video, audio, text, financial transactions, stock exchange, education, health, governance, legislation, data. So after that, we have seen the various types of data. There are stock exchange data. Second is social media data. Third is black box data. Fourth, government data. 5, power grid data. 7, healthcare data. So how to remember this? Stock exchange, visualize Bombay or any Hollywood stock exchange. I think so you will remember social media. Remember flights or helicopters for black box. 4 is government. 5th is visualize a power grid. 6th search engine Google. 7th is healthcare data. So stock exchange data, on an average New York Stock Exchange generates 1 terabyte of data per day. Social media data, statistics show that 500 terabytes new data gets ingested into the Facebook basis every day. Next is black box data. The data recorded in black box of helicopter, planes, jet planes constitute black box data. After that, we have seen government data, power grid data, and search engine data, and healthcare data finally. What does it include? It includes laboratory values, prescription data, surgery data, super specialty hospitals data, etc. What are the applications? There are many applications. It can be used in marketing, healthcare. Data can be utilized by physicians. They can keep a track of history of the patients. It is also useful in scientific research to analyze the best quantities of information, which can be used for major experiments. Example which we have discussed is Large Hadron Collider experiment, which is performed to identify the existence of Higgs boson or God's particle. It was estimated that it have generated 30 petabytes of information. For it required 65,000 processors to analyze such information. In addition, thousands of computers in more than 150 data centers had to analyze this information. Next is big data is also helpful in analyzing the trends of terrorists, identify possible attacks, and then it's also useful in building smart cities. How? It can predict traffic jams, regulate energy consumption in the cities, identify levels of pollution. Further, it also has applications in industry, governance, agriculture, weather forecasting, and disaster predictions as well. After that, we have seen the potential of analytics industry in India. Currently, there are around 90,000 analytics professionals in the field of marketing, human resource management, security, healthcare, etc. So there are around 6,000 analytical firms in India, of which 400 are startups. As NASSCOM says, currently we are at 2 billion, and then it might grow to 16 billion by 2025. After that, we have seen Big Data Initiative, that is BDI. Remember, Big Data Initiative, which has been started by the Government of India, and we have seen the objectives of it. What are the objectives? Promote and foster big data science. Number 2, understand the present status of the industry, market size, SWOT. We discussed about SWOT of the industries, different players of the providing services. Number 3, carry out market landscape survey to assess the future opportunities and demand for skills in the coming next 10 years. 4th, carry out gap analysis in terms of skill levels and policy framework. 5, to evolve a strategic roadmap and a micro level action plan, clearly defining the roles of various stakeholders like government, industry, academia, industry associations with clear timelines. Finally, we have seen the big data challenges and constraints in India. We have seen there is an IT challenge, creation of enormous storage and fast computational power. After that, we have seen computer science challenge. This includes algorithm design, visualization, scalability, data architectures, data dimension. After that, third challenge is mathematical challenge, which involves statistics, optimization, uncertainty, quantification, model development, systems theory. The fourth challenge for big data is the multidisciplinary approach, which has to include all the branches of science and engineering, academia, researchers, government, and industry. Okay, thank you for listening. We'll conclude our class today.